good, everybody? Welcome back to LDUBB Boxing. Man, we back with another one, so we're gonna build on some boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? I call it a gym session. So I'm gonna drop the link for anybody want to jump, want to hop on, talk about some boxing. Man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? About to drop it right here. Feel free to hop on, ask any questions. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, all that good shit. You can follow me on my social media, Twitter @OverJ, Instagram LDUBBSboxing. That's how we getting down, man. So the link is in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the StreamYard too. Make sure everybody 100, man. Salute to everybody coming through for sure. Yes, sir. So I just want to give an opportunity for anybody to hop on, man. Ask any questions, talk about whatever you need to talk about. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know we about this boxing shit over here. So salute to everybody. My man Dre's Finest in the building. What's good with you, bro? Happy holidays, man. Salute to you. Salute. Actual facts. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. I'm gonna have you on right now. My man said, let's get it. What's up, Ali? Salute. DB the 3 in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, I can. You kind of low a little bit, but I can hear you just a little bit. What's going on?
About now?
Yeah, say something.
Yeah.
Okay. What's good with you, bro?
Chilling, man.
Chilling. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. I just want shit, whatever, bro. I know you seen the thumbnail, man, about Alicia Baumgartner, yo, she about to fight for undisputed, yo. You got anything on that one?
Oh,
Yeah, you're a little choppy, bro.
my bad. What about now?
Yeah. Let's speak on it. Let me see.
I think it's boxing as a whole. Have you ever looked at boxing? So,
Yeah, you still choppy, bro.
let me just back in.
Yeah, hop back in. Yeah. Yeah, so if y'all haven't heard, Alicia Baumgartner, she gonna fight for undisputed now. It's supposed to be against Hung-Mi Choi, who is like the longest reigning champion, right? And they've been waiting for that. Here you go, bro.
What about now?
Yeah, you good.
Now, as I was saying, they're putting on. Wow, now for the past couple of years now they've been putting on, fighting each other, wanting to fight the big fights, and it's a testament to what boxing should be, right? It should follow the men should follow the example of the women. You know, as crazy as that sounds, but these fights need to happen, and the important fights are happening on the women's side. You know,
Oh no, I agree with you. They setting the blueprint, and not only that, they promoting better. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't think of a fight, and maybe you can, that was better promoted than Alicia Baumgartner versus Michaela Mayer this year. I can't think of a better fight that was promoted.
not in a long time, man. Not in a long time. Not as much as that was touted, and the genuine vitriol that they have for each other. Right? You haven't seen that in a very good while. I mean, especially coming out of the men's side of boxing. But the women, like I said, man, they've been getting it for the past few years, and I love it. I love it, and those who don't like it, then, I mean, you need to really reassess what you think about the sport, and if you really love the sport of boxing as a whole. You can't just love one or two divisions or 4 or 5 boxes, man. You gotta love it all, man. You gotta be an enthusiast like me. I call myself an enthusiast. LDUBB, he's an enthusiast. He's really in it. He really be here at these events, soaking it all in, and you know, teaching and learning at the same time. Because we don't know it all. No one person knows it all, but all together we know everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to say.
Oh no, that's facts, bro. I agree with that. Because the more we grow in the sport, I mean, the more you listen to people and you watch what's going on, you can take that for yourself, and you can grow with that shit. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out who she gonna fight though. I've been looking at the WBA rankings, and look like a couple of ladies ain't trying to have the fight. You know what I'm saying? My man said, "Can you adjust your mic?"
Yeah, my
Uh, yeah, it sound muffled.
sound muffled.
Yeah,
Let me
let me
pause.
pause.
No,
No, yeah. I can hear you fine though, but maybe what I'm saying they got a different perspective. My man Mondo in the building. What's good with you, bro? I see you. I see you in the chat, bro. Salute. Now I'm trying to figure out who she gonna fight though. I seen like Daphne Persoon. I like that. She's like number 2. It's another lady, Ramona Garafi, something like that. She's the gold champion. It might. I don't know. We'll see how it all pops off. But in perfect world, it should be Michaela Mayer. You know what I'm saying? It should be her. They can fight for undisputed running back. I don't think none of those ladies I named has got a bigger name than Michaela Mayer, and that fight was close too. But I guess they want to do it. They want to do it in February. If they're doing it in February, that's probably not enough time for them to make that fight. But they definitely got to see each other again. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And then it's still a lot of stuff going on in sport of boxing. Even though we don't have fights this week, but we still got news and shit. Like I see, we still got the saga with Spence and Crawford. I mean, I think they're gonna actually negotiate again, but we'll see. I'd rather them do it and keep it on the wraps, and hopefully we'll get it done. I think that's a fight that. But then again, they can both walk away from that fight, and if they do, like shit. It is what it is. We seen fights that haven't happened in the sport of boxing, and we just continue to grow as fans. It's just been unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get it. Hey, go ahead, bro. You want to jump in?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure my mic is good. Is it still sounding muffled?
Yeah, it does. I can hear you, but I don't know if everybody else can. It said I just be watching Mayor versus Alicia. At best, it was a razor thin win for Alicia, but could have gone either way. Yeah, that's a close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they should run it back, like especially right now because it's for undisputed. It'll make it even bigger. You don't have to fight in February. You know what I'm saying? You can push it back a month or two and still be a big fight. They can sell the fight, and also I think the reason why they want to go in February because Tony Harrison, you know what I'm saying, need to get in camp because he got some shit popping maybe April or May against Fondora. So I understand why they want to go in February for her, but shit for that big fight, maybe they need to push it back. That's probably why we're not gonna get it next. My man, 512 in the building. What's good with you, bro? Boxing Texas, aka Big Texas, in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. William in the building. William Old School in the building. Salute. I wish boxing negotiation includes some NDA gag order. Yeah, yeah. I mean, facts because that once they get out in the public and once they get on YouTube, everybody start to chop it up and stuff. And then, believe it or not, a lot just like us, we come to YouTube and social media to get our boxing news. We don't go to ESPN. So same thing like the boxers and the promoters. If they hear something on somebody's live, they gonna take that to the negotiation table and that's why shit get all messed up. Like that's facts. And if you listen to a lot of stuff Crawford was saying, it was based on what people were saying on YouTube. So yeah, no, that's facts. I need to keep that shit on the wraps. Only time they need to talk about the fight is when it's done, and when they're about to have a press conference or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's about the only thing. That happens with a lot of these fights that negotiate when they negotiate in the public. That shit normally don't happen. You know what I'm saying? It normally don't happen. Because I feel like if you can negotiate in the public, then why you can't get behind closed doors and just negotiate it like that? You know what I'm saying? What it is, what it is.
Um, the quick
The quick
is a
the
different
different move.
um,
Uh,
they
they
demanded that
demanded that
decent
peace in
public.
public.
Most
Well,
yeah. I guess more people just want to see who's actually holding up the fight.
Oh no, I get that. I get that. They want to blame somebody.
Right.
right.
Barbara Choice in the building. What's good with you? That's what it is. I think that right there, like when we started worry about when fans started worry about like the money and the press split and all that shit sets that and put in place a barrier for the fight to happen for whoever fan base. So you can go argue, well, he ain't making this, he ain't selling this, and that's why he shouldn't get the fight. But at the end of the day, the only two numbers that matter is like one versus two. You know what I'm saying? In this case with Spence and Crawford, those are the only two numbers that matter. We know Spencer's the A side. We got it. But it shouldn't. I mean, just because Bud ain't selling, but we know Bud is a great fighter. He'll be like a threat through the to Spence. Then that's the fight that we should get. But I don't think a lot of people want to see that fight. To be honest, I mean, D'Lo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute.
A lot
A
of
lot of people.
want to see that fight anymore.
I don't think a lot of people want to see that fight from the beginning. Like this how you hear on YouTube people kind of like they bash one guy, they bash this guy, and it's like when it's time for now these like for example right now, like I didn't agree with Bud taking that fight with Avanesia, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't negotiate in good faith, but now that he's free, what's the problem now? Now both guys is free. What's the problem now? You know what I'm saying? Robert Brown in the building. What's good with you, bro?
I think
I
it's
think
just
it's just
a
a
matter
matter
that
of
Bud doesn't want to kowtow to Spence. I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, it's like who's fought the more quote unquote marquee opponents, right? More of the more champions, if you will. You know, you gotta say that it's been Spence. Because PBC had all the premier premier welterweights at premier boxing champions.
Yeah.
You know,
What's all right? William Old School. I appreciate you, bro. My man D'Lo in the building. What's good with you, man? What's going on?
What's good, LDUBB? I'm sounding all right, man. I'm on the road,
it,
man.
man.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, you good?
Okay.
Okay, right.
I heard some feedback. My bad. No, I just wanted to add, man. When it come to that whole blame game stuff, man, that's more so for arguing points between the fans. That don't help get the fight over the line. I mean, if anything, it just creates more of a barrier and more of a hindrance to getting the fight done, especially as accessible as these fighters are. I mean, you got people going to social media, not really trying to drum up interest in the fight. They go on to social media to attack these guys, insult them, threaten them, just all kind of stuff. I mean, reputable guys that you see on YouTube all the time. You wouldn't even think they conduct themselves like that because they don't on their channels. But when they go on social media, they go on Errol Spence's page or they go on Bud's page. You think they know them personally and they got some kind of personal vendetta against them. So I just think that stuff there it creates more banter and talking points for social media, but it doesn't help get the fight any closer. It's just a bunch of nonsense, and there's a bunch of grown-ups acting like children the way I see it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it give these guys talking points, man. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I just think it get a little bit one sided, and then you're already going into it with your own, bias towards it. So no matter what Buddy do or whoever you talking about, whatever they do, you ain't gonna give them no love or whatever. It's gonna be something else, something else. But I just want to see the fight happen, and I think a lot of these guys don't want to see the fight happen because their narrative is going to be gone. Some shit might get shut down. We might see people in hiatus. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing with boxing fans never run out of content because it's always boxing. But if you supporting and running with a certain narrative or pushing a certain agenda, then your license gets shut off. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the outcome of the fight. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Bud dunked the damn fight." No, I mean, I ain't know. I like I said, I think I put it on Bud too. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But right now, I mean, what's the issue now? Ain't no issue. Is it? I'm looking for the best way to make the fight. So it is what it is. I agree with that. My man Kenny in the building. What's good with you, bro? He said, "Did y'all hear Stan Yosa said?" He was scheduled to be on the undercard. Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing about Fulton versus Figueroa. I heard about that. Yeah, we heard about it. No doubt. I want to see what's popping now. None of those guys got nothing. Spence said he gonna be back April, May, June. Bud said he'll be back in May or June. He got a mandatory coming up, but they're not gonna order it. So I mean, I'm just saying what's like now though. Yeah, all the other shit, yeah, it wasted fans' time. They didn't like myself. I had November 19th that weekend booked. I was ready to go. It didn't happen. Okay, boom. All right. Kind of disappointed. So what's next? He had the fight with the guy, knocked him out. Okay, cool. Spence got an accident. Hopefully everything's straight. Now we're talking about right now though. Can we get the fight now, or is still a problem, or are we still upset because Bud went a different way and then left everybody at the altar? Like, are we gonna hold that against him? Not get the fight? Okay, cool. We can move on then. You know what I'm saying? But if he's not, Spence said he gonna circle the block. He want to still fight him. That's all he been talking about this past weekend at the Frank Martin event. I still want to fight him. He said Mel ain't gonna get that fight before I do. So what's the problem now though? You know what I'm saying? We should be pushing for that now.
I think the problem
My man Chris, hit the link, bro. Hit the link. You ask all the questions you want.
for
For
me,
me, it's I think
that kind of asking for too much. You know, I mean, we gotta realize, man, he's not he's not the unified champion. He's just the WBO champion, right? So I think that's PBC's argument, and I think in negotiations to where Spence has more of the belts, and he's fought more of the marquee fighters within the division, and that's the truth.
it's just
Man,
better.
I'm more
I'm over.
if anything, right? But I know the truth of the matter. Fact of the matter is, Spence has fought more of the marquee opposition at 147 than Bud had. You know, and to say otherwise, that's just being a man fan to say otherwise, right? Because in all reality, who the F was David Avenue? He was literally a nobody. Literally a nobody. You know him. But as
As
far as
far as
the public, the paying fans, right, who, casually watch boxing, not the hardcores like us, he's like, who the, I can't even pronounce this guy's last name. Amnesia? Avanoskran? Nostradamus? Who the hell is this guy? You know? But that was a money grab for Bud, you know?
Nah, facts, Joe. Like I won't try and see that shit. So I'm with it. My man said, "What's up with Michael Hunter? He's been crying instead of getting decent. Man, I don't know what he's doing, bro. I don't have no idea. Now I know he's supposed to face Huey Fury like in the summertime. Fury pulled out. Then they supposed to reschedule that for November. He pulled out again, but he's number one in the WBA, so I'm not sure what he's gonna do. To be honest, he turned down the fight. I don't know if you've seen Joseph Parker. He has a fight coming up. He turned down that opponent Joseph Parker had. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor. Yep. March the 4th. That fight is dead. Okay, that fight is dead. This shit, we don't gotta talk about it no more. He said Bud never won. The Spencer's getting stripped. I don't know if he's getting stripped. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. That may be maybe a false narrative. I think Spencer's in a position where he ain't getting stripped of nothing. He ain't nobody's really dictating nothing to him. If he get rid of those belts, it's gonna be because of him, not because of the sanctioning body. So that might be wrong. You said Bud never won it. I mean, I don't think nobody really knows that because we're not really deep into the negotiations. But Spence said Bud want to fight him. Bud said he want to fight him. They both agreed that they want to fight each other. It's just their business part. So I don't know. But that strip part, that may be. You might. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. John 2 fit right in because he's the WO mandatory. So after this next week fight, unification, Aoka and Franco, he'll be the mandatory. He said WA. I think they already did that, but they had their convention in Orlando. What's up, Grind Hard? Salute to you, bro. FA versus Shaw. Yeah. Looking like January 14th. Waiting on FA to, it's up to FA. FA beats a lot. He said FA beats a lot of these guys. He said Crawford beats anyone A level on Spence's resume. He said he beat anyone A level on Spence's resume. I mean, shit. He got two of them. I don't know. I just want to see them fight, yo. My bad, yo. Y'all feel free to hop in, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what happened? Hold on, man. I got a lot of feet. Okay. Yeah, what happened with the WBA? I know they were trying to move to Houston at one point, and I heard you just say they had the convention in Orlando. Are they still trying to move to the U.S. or have they settled somewhere else? I know they were trying to move their headquarters. Have you heard?
Yeah, I think they set up in Houston, but I'm not sure like if they got like an office or anything. But yeah, that's what I heard. Like the summertime, they was moving to Houston, and that's gonna be with their place of operation. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a lot of things, but let me drop on, man.
Okay. All right, for let me see this question right here. He said further breakdown WBA decision to downgrade Choi. So Choi, yeah, she defended her title in October, and they ordered the fight with her and Baumgartner for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Like they did with Serrano and Erica Cruz. So at the WBA convention last week, she said she had an injury and wasn't gonna be able to fight. So that basically took all the negotiations. So they put her champion in recess. So to allow the division to keep moving because she's been holding up the division for a long time. They allow Alicia Baumgartner to face whoever they pick as the opponent in the WBA for undisputed February the 4th. So when Hummin Choi comes back and she's fit to fight, then she'll be the mandatory to get an opportunity to get her belt back or get the undisputed. So that's what it is. Oh, it's all good, bro. All good. He said Alicia versus Pearson. I don't think those two. I don't think it's gonna be those two. Look up a link. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Look her up, Hyphy. Look up this fighter. This is who I think it's gonna be. AOB's in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So yeah, bro, you good?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So with Choi, yeah, she all of a sudden announced that injury out of nowhere at the convention. So they did what they do due diligence with WBA finally, and so she's gonna fight the win. Eventually when she comes up out of her injury, she automatically fights whoever becomes the new WBA champion. They get first dibs.
I remember Michaela was trying to fight her. So yeah. And she was like, I guess she was being hard, like being difficult in the negotiation table. So, man, this is a good thing though, because it keeps the division moving. It can push Alicia Baumgartner to bigger fights down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to see the second Michaela Mayer fight, and then she wins that. she can fight the winner between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They're gonna run it back hopefully in May, and that'd be a big super fight at the end of this year. So that's what I'm looking for. He said, "Wasn't Alicia supposed to fight?" Yeah, that's fact. She supposed to fight her. Oh, my man, you don't want to jump on, Chris? Yeah, she was the WBC mandatory earlier this year, and they offered her a fight, but it was like 3 weeks notice. No purse bid, no free negotiation. They were just trying to get that WBC mandatory out the way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they lowball her. She fake retired, but she came back and fought Pearson in a good fight. So yeah, they were supposed to fight. Serrano was definitely robbed against KT. Oh man, he said robbed. I thought she wanted to fight too. Damn. I thought she wanted to fight though. I can't say robbed because it was a close fight. I thought in those mid round, after she hurt her in the 5th round, she kind of let off the gas like 6, 7, and 8, and I felt like she let Katie back in the fight. But I had a 6-4 to Serrano though, so I'm with you. He said Katie 6-4. I had it the other way around.
Get back up. Jump back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He said Taylor all boxer. I mean, I thought she did well after she got hurt. She showed that dog that she has and being a great fighter. So he said Taylor schooled her in the end. I don't know about school her, but she did use some great tactics like boxing, using the ring, and running off combinations. But because that shit was, because when you say somebody got schooled, that means they dominated the fight. Like I don't see it like that. But I mean, you can make a case for either one winning. We got to see that one too. You know what I'm saying? He said 3-3 at 6. I had Serrano winning as well. Yeah, I thought she edged it out. But Katie did do well though. Katie swept the last 4 to me. I don't know about that. That shit was even. Then Katie got back in the fight. Yeah, she got back in the fight. So I mean, those are the type of fights that we need all across the board in boxing, and that may have been the fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? That may have been the fight of the year. He said Serrano looked at the punch count. Yeah, look at the punch count. Serrano dominated that fight. Taylor another. Yeah, man. I see what your point is. But I don't think it was a robbery per se, but when you look at all the outside situations, it could be. There's some stuff we don't be knowing about. He had to even through 6. Katie dug her way back in that fight. Yeah, no, she did though. Then props to her, bro. Like real props. Like I ain't like putting down no fighter. She showed her shit. Fought well and never went in survival mode. I still felt she lost. Yeah, but she gonna have that big confidence fighting in her hometown, her home country. I think this is the first time she gonna be fighting in Ireland. If everything works out, we gotta get Amanda to win February the 4th to become undisputed at 126. Then she gonna hop back up to 135. So she got she can have a big year and be the favorite for Women's Fighter of the Year with those 2 big victories. If she gonna fight February, then fight in May in Ireland versus Katie Taylor. That's gonna be crazy. And Katie gets better in rematches. I thought she fought better against Persoon. I thought Persoon beat her the first fight. Mike Biggs in the building. What's good with you, bro? He said Serrano almost dropped her in the last round. Didn't they run that back for sure? Fulton vacates the WBO. It would be. He said if Fulton vacates the WBO, it would be Aleem and the next. Yeah, yep. Aleem is number 1. It'd probably be Aleem and anyway, because anyway I move up with that the super champion status. So Aleem versus anyway, that's a hell of a fight. I like Aleem. He don't get a lot of props. 6-4 isn't a robbery. Can't judge. Yeah. That's how I look at it too. But it is what it is. He said, pound for pound resume. I got Carissa Shields number 1 pound for pound, and those fights, undisputed fights, she performed better in her fights like that. But hey, if you give I think her resume is better though. If you want to go off of that, but I don't think if you looking at them side by side, you got a split screen and watching both ladies fight. I don't think you can say Katie Taylor is better than Carissa Shields. She does some good things well, but she ain't a better fighter. So it depends how you look at it. No knock to Katie Taylor, man. Katie Taylor is an OG in the game, and I respect her too. She can fight. I still think she got the best feet in boxing, and I think when she fight Amanda Serrano, it's still gonna be an uphill battle for Amanda Serrano. She got to deal with that shit out there. Well, they say they got 80,000. Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So salute to her though. He said the B Salim need a shot. No facts. He do. Salute. What's good with you, bro? Flawless mentality in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. Katie, a rock star. Yeah, man. I want to see her get that accolade because she been doing her thing. Katie ain't calling out no one. She desperately wants Serrano. That's what's up, man. That's what I like about it. What's good with you, bro? 215, man. Salute. That's what I like about her. I had Pursuing the first time. That's the only fight I thought she lost. Yeah, I thought she lost that one too. I gotta give Fight of the Year to Shields and Marshalls. I think Serrano and Katie got that one. If Serrano beats Katie in Ireland, she'll get the respect for everyone. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. Salute to you, bro. London Runs Boxing, salute. Aleem, anyway, is tough. Man, that is a good fight. Shields is undisputed in 3 divisions. She is pound for pound number 1. Yeah, no, she is. That's facts. But 154, like the way she got, she undisputed in 2 divisions. She unified at 168. At 154, those titles was vacant. But you gotta look at it. So I get it. It really ain't no girls down there that can really beat her. So she's gonna be number 1 regardless. So just add in, if she fighting for the WBC, add in the WBA and the rest of them because she is the best. I get it. But the fight she just had though, I think that solidified her because a lot of people was picking Marsha to beat her. So I'm with you. I think she pound for pound on 1 too. But you can't argue with Katie Taylor. Yo, I don't care. Like, if somebody present a great argument for Katie Taylor with her resume and how she fight and this, that, and the third, I mean, you got to take a double take at it. Carissa Shields never fought anyone who doesn't swing like an amateur. Say against who? Serrano been quiet. Is she fighting Valet? Amanda Serrano? Nah, Amanda Serrano about to face Erica Cruz. You talking about Sinisa Estrada? Sinisa Estrada now, she's about to face the WBC champion. That's in March or May or April, something like that. And then they're looking to face Valet in the undisputed fight later on in the year. So we got that one. I really like Fernando Martinez. Yeah, 115. Yeah. He got a IBF mandatory coming up. Jay Bonilla, Filipino southpaw. After Mel smoked Tim, who else you want to see? I want to see Mel fight Tim Tszyu, Baktrim Matazaliev, and then the winner between Harrison and Frondor. 3 fights. Shields undisputed.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right.
Titles, Astro. Oh yeah, much better this time, bro.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Somebody said something about
Estrada.
You think? What the hell? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. So that fight with Kim Clavel and Jessica Neri Plata, that's on the 13th of January coming up. And she's super fly. No, that's flyweight. That's light flyweight. That's a different weight class, isn't it? Yeah.
One. Different weight class.
Yeah, that's different. But she was. Say
it again.
See, Sinisa Estrada was in that weight class before, right? And
light. Yeah, she won the WBO title there, but she's campaigning at 05 right now.
Yeah.
Like,
that's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Like, so with Kim Clavel and the Plata, so that's a good fight too. Unification. So, Valet won the 2 titles at 108, the other 2 titles, but she vacated the WBO to drop back down to campaign for a fight with Sinisa Estrada. So she may have a fight in the meantime, but she trying to go after Sanisa Estrada, and Sanisa Estrada about to face the WBC champion, and that champion beat Valet before. So yeah, man, it's looking good though. It's looking good. And then I think the winner can probably go up and face the winner between Kim Cavell versus Plata, and that means it's a lot of fights that can happen in those weight divisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned Kim Cavell and the Plata fight coming up, because once that fight happened, the next fight after that, that's gonna be it, man. That's gonna be a barn burner. But this one should be a barn burner as well. Clavell versus Plata. That I got Clavell by UD in that fight. What you think about that fight? How the outcome will be between her?
No, I think she wins by decision. She's a good boxer. She real technical, technically sound. I think she'll be too fast for Plata.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, man. She's just gonna outpoint her. She's gonna outgun her, and I think it'll be to the point like mid to late rounds where Plata probably maybe take some risks, leave herself open, and probably open herself up for a KO. But Plata's got a little beard on her, you know what I mean? So I didn't seen her take some punishment before. So, and I don't think that Kim Clavell has that power, but if she's hitting her with frequency, and she's still, her power carries all the way up to the later rounds, they can either stop the fight or it'll just be a UD for Kim Clavell. So
yeah, no, I can see that either possibility. I just think Kim Cavell fighting up there in Canada, like she, and I like her too. She had a great performance her last fight when she took the title from the champion Gomez. So I think she on the road. I know she was just sick. They had to postpone it, but I think she'll be straight.
yeah.
He said, random prediction: Callum Smith may catch a Beterbiev at the right time. Hey, that's a good possibility though. I think, but you gotta show me though, because brother BF still can punch, and he know how to break down his guys that he fight. But if they're gonna get brother BF, it's now. It's now.
Yeah. This past year better be a little bit.
Oh no, facts, bro. Yeah, he injuries and long layoffs and stuff like that. Yeah, he coming off of surgery for this fight with Anthony Yard. You know what I'm saying? Knee surgery.
Right. So yeah, but I was saying like last night, man. I was saying, man, I just see Yard. If he's overly defensive, man, I just see him just trying to survive, and then probably later rounds, probably get up out of there, either corner stoppage or the ref stops it. Because like you said last night, man, once you give Beterbiev that room to where you just letting him tee off, he's just gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? He's gonna put that jab in your face. He's gonna blind you. And he's gonna hit you with something big where you don't see it coming. Probably to the body, more likely to the body. Because he's a body puncher, man. He loves going to the body and breaking you down. So I could see him going to Yard's body, man. Probably the 5th, 6th round, really pouring it on to the body, man. And then if Yard doesn't have them answers, man, if he can't stop him, if he can't put it to Beterbiev's body, and his power don't do nothing to Beterbiev, man, it's gonna be it'd be a long, short night. It'd probably be a mid-round stoppage, man. Mid-round to coming into the 10th round stoppage, man.
Nah, facts. And we don't know how Yard's stamina gonna look either. And another thing, I seen Yard get outboxed by in that fight against Leonard Arthur with a jab. And Brother BF got a great jab too, a power jab, and he can mix it up. And he got underrated boxing skills. So my man gonna have his hands full. He can't be sitting back in the shoulder roll or the whatever you want to call it, that defense, and trying to sit back and counter Brother BF all night. He could have some success, but you know what I'm saying? Like my man, he different, man. Brother BF is different. Because he can hit you from they got third of power. So if he hit you on the shoulders, hit you on the in the body, that shit breaks you down. You know what I'm saying? That shit breaks you down.
Absolutely, man. Better be that shoulder. It'll be you might dislocate his shoulder, something, or really hurt it to a point where he's gonna just let it go, and that just opens him up even more, man. So he's gotta be aggressive in a smart way, man. He gotta use his feet, use movement, trick Beterbiev into maybe making a mistake to where he can land his power to where Beterbiev's not bracing for impact. Because Beterbiev, he could, if he sees it coming, he's got a good chin. He's got a good build on him that he could take a good hit. It's when he doesn't see it coming, when he's not prepared, that's when you've seen Beterbiev go down, or get hurt.
Yeah, like in the Calvin Johnson fight when they was exchanging. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna see that fight coming up close, man. Look, January gonna be it's starting off the year right with some good boxing. You know what I'm saying, with Tank and Hector Luis Garcia. I'm glad we got Rashidi Ellis and my man Demetrius Andre back, man. I like that they put those guys on the card like that. What do you think on that?
Oh, but Andre on that card, yeah, that's gonna be a lit card, man. That's gonna be some good fights, pretty much, those fights are gonna be showcase fights to, have them display their skills, and it should be a win-win for all them guys on that card, man.
He said, I pray for a Rapport. Rapport got a good fight too. He's gonna face Gowacki next month on the Eubank Liam Smith undercard. He said Thurman versus Crawley. I mean, I think it's possible. It's up to Spence. It's up to Spence. If Spence fight somebody else, it's gonna be Thurman. You know what I'm saying? If he you know what I'm saying, they can get this shit done with Bud, then I can see Thurman versus Crawley. That would be my guess, but we have to see what Bud want to do. Andre fight 3 times. Yeah, that would be dope, but I don't know. But look, speaking of that though, at 168 on the PBC side, y'all, if y'all haven't noticed, they're starting to put some stuff together, and we may have some good fights. We got Plant versus Benavidez coming up like March or something. We just seen last week Shiskin versus Uzcategui. So Shiskin won, so he'll probably get another opportunity on the PBC side. Demetrius Andre, we got David Morrell. Also, Jesse Hart's supposed to make his PBC debut in February. I know that's under the radar, but y'all stay tuned. So they're gonna have some opportunities at 168. Coley versus Rapport, that would be fire. I want to see a Richard Rapport get the WBA champion and then fight Okolie. But you know how shit work. The Ortiz, yeah, that's a good fight, great fight. Ortiz versus Stanionis, Plant, but yep. Crawley said he signed. Yeah, I know. I seen that. We'll see. I don't know if they got these dates. As far as I heard, PBC only got they got January the 7th, January the 28th, and they got February the 11th. Sabrina Matisse versus Ponce, IBF mandatory, IBF vacant title. That's a fight we've been waiting for too. So we'll see. It's some good fights coming up though. Start of the year. You seen Rashidi Ellis' opponent, Villa? You seen him fight?
I seen him fight once. He's typical come forward kind of guy, right? Get some to take some, get some to take, give some, right? So, I think, I just see Rashidi Ellis knocking him out by the 6th, 7th round. He's going to get a couple rounds in, and he's going to knock him out,
Man, I think Rashidi gonna be able to box in this fight, kind of like how he did versus Alexis Rocha. But he'll have some opportunities if he hold his ground to let his hands go. Because this guy, he's big and strong, but he ain't that fast though. And Rashidi's may have the fastest hand speed right now. So yeah, I can see him stopping him though. I can see him. I can see that.
He has a puncher's chance, right? He has a puncher's chance in the fight. If he makes it ugly, if he could hold up, tie up Ellis, get him on the ropes, lean on him, man. He could, and if Rashidi Ellis can't wheel out and move out the way, he could get, he can be in for a long night. I mean, I still see if that happens, if it goes the way that route that Baye wants to fight, his kind of fight, it'll be a long night for Rashidi Ellis, and he would still outbox Baye, even if Baye does that and does and Rashidi Ellis does falls into that. Not moving, away, wheeling out in time, and just getting hung up on the ropes, which Valle does that pretty good. He can mount a good attack, but I just see Rashidi Ellis's feet being too fast, his hands being too fast, and him really just putting on a clinic, if not stopping Valle by the sixth, seventh round. I give him, because he's that guy he doesn't see, and he's gonna knock him out. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Oh no, I agree with that assessment, man, for sure. My man said Rashidi versus Boots. Yo, I think so, man. If you look at how the rankings is adding up, they got Villa. Villa came into the new rankings like 2 months ago. Now he moved up a couple spots. So Rashidi Ellis is number 8 and he's number 9. So and the number 2 spot is vacant. I can see a last minute IBF eliminator. We just had 2 IBF eliminators on the PBC show last week. Australabio versus Popotov and Uskadegi versus Shiskin. So I can see this one being an eliminator and then the winner facing Boots like mid-year. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody on Twitter was calling Shitskin Shitskin. I'm like, what the fuck?
He was boxing good, though.
He was boxing really good. He was definitely putting on a show, putting on a clinic, man. He was boxing very, very good, very well. At the end of the year, the 31st, real quick, WBO junior bantamweight champion Kazuto Ioka versus Joshua Franco, the 31st, last fight of the year. Japan, Tokyo, we coming out with a bang. What we think about that fight, LDUBB?
Man, I love that fight, bro. I can't wait for it because it seems like it's so long. Like the gap between fights is seeming too long for me. So I've been watching a lot of fights and shit. But that fight is definitely going to end the year off with a bang because both guys to me is even, man. You got the old vet that been around for a minute. That's real crafty. They can box. He been having some close fights, but he's still like a legend in his, on his own right, and he ain't trying to give it up. And then you got the younger Joshua Franco who just got elevated to world champion, but he shows that he got dog. He can go to the other person's network and do what he did to the Maloney brother. It's just the only thing that concerns me about Franco. He been out the ring for like 16, 17 months. I don't like that for a young fighter, but other than that, I think it's going to be a close competitive fight, a lot of ebbs and flows, and it could come down to the last 2-3 rounds, championship rounds, to see who actually win that fight. So right now, I'm picking Ioka by like a close, like 115, 113 decision. Maybe, I can see a majority, but we'll see what the game plan Franco has because that's a hell of a fight, bro. I can't call it, though. It's going to be real close.
You got the conservative prediction right there, man. I'm going with, I usually do, I was picking Ioka to win this fight by majority decision or split decision. But man, oh man, I think Joshua Franco is gonna surprise and is gonna get Ioka out of there probably by the 10th round. But late rounds, I see Joshua Franco just taking over, pouring it on, and really putting it on Ioka. But like by the 8th, 9th round, he's really gonna put it on. And I think he sparks out Ioka late round. I got Joshua Franco.
10th or 11th. I like that. Let's see. I like that shit. My man said the winner versus Strada. I mean, you would think it'd be an easier fight to make, but like I mentioned earlier, Junto Nakatani is a WBO mandatory, so he just moved up from 112, so I think he got next. He said with T.O. and potentially Dev and Ryan, 140. Yeah, 140. 140 is crazy. 140 is crazy. 140 is... Ioka, bad boy. My man PJ's Big Dog. He said that tank car is just a showcase. No fights closer than 70-30. But I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a showcase. Like I said, just seeing Andre and Rashidi back, man, that's good. Those guys been in the limbo. What's the other fight on that card? The 4th fight. Damn. Boots. Boots. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. But look on that Showtime prelim card, like before they go to the pay-per-view, you got Brandon Lee versus Alfredo Santiago. Now that one right there is a closer fight because we seen Brandon Lee in his last fight. He got dropped by a non-puncher. And then Santiago, he had a good showing against Haney, and he just stopped Carl Dargan like in the second round in his last fight. So yo, that's those two punches right there. That can be maybe the best fight on the card though.
Yo, that could be a banana skin for Brandon Lee, man.
He could lose that fight because Santiago is a big kid that can punch. No, I'm with you.
Right. If he's not educated in his jab, he tries to go for a knockout on Santiago. And Santiago got a chin too. So I would highly advise, and those that's training Brandon Lee, to not go for the knockout on Santiago. Outbox him. Box him. Keep that distance, man. Don't let him crowd you, man, because if he let Santiago on the inside, man, it's gonna be a long, terrible night for Brandon Lee, man. He can get knocked out. He can get put to sleep.
Nah, that's facts. And it's like I thought his last couple of fights he had to box to win those against Zachary Ochoa. He had the box, and his last fight when he got up on the canvas. So he got to do more of that against Santiago. Santiago's trying to hurt something.
He's trying to hurt something, man. He's gonna be. I'm telling you. I think I see the fight. Brandon Lee is gonna taste some of that power in the third round, and I think he's just gonna backpedal and just set up the traps. That's the key to success for Brandon Lee. Set up the traps, hit something with that Santiago doesn't see, man, because he got a freaking chin, he got a beard, and he got a good body. You go to the body on Santiago, he's got some good punch resistance to the body too. So he's definitely gonna have to invest to the body more than the chin, and definitely work the stick, man, work that jab. Move around. Don't go in the trading contest or pissing contest with Santiago, because that'd be the bad move.
And my man was speaking about 140. This fight at 140. So that's like the French contender type of shit. Brandon Lee kind of remind me of Berlanga because both of these guys was getting a lot of knockouts on the way up, highlight reel knockouts, and then when the competition step up, now they look kind of vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Especially Berlanga. Berlanga look like, I don't know, like he got to start over. I don't know. He trying to be a power puncher, then he trying to box. It's like, I don't know what he trying to do.
Yeah, man. I think, Berlanga needs to just focus on the craft, man. He's getting distracted with, being with the Terror Squad and all this stuff. I really, I've been really vocal about Berlanga, man. He's been disappointing. He's been disappointed the past year and a half, and he doesn't have good stamina. He's relying too much on his power, and he just needs to get back to the fundamentals. Work on your feet, man. Work on your footwork, because you've been looking like Danny Garcia in the feet, my dog. Very slow-footed, planting too much. Get a little bounce on your step. Get you a agility coach or something. Work on getting that bounce on your step and the footwork. It's been atrocious the last few fights, yo. You let that Argentinian goat herder knock you down, dogs. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, man. I think that was the worst thing that happened to him. Going 17-0, first round knockout, 6 whatever. That was crazy. He said, "Who's on Mel and Zoo undercard? Matisse and Ponce." I think they got a good fight too on that Mel card. It's Elvis Rodriguez versus Joseph Adorno, and I think the co-main is going to be Oshaki Foster versus Ray Vargas. I think that's going to be the fight. Matisse and Ponce, I think Kevin Gonzalez is on that card. Kevin Gonzalez, the super bantamweight contender. Maybe Crowley on that card. I don't know, but that's like that's the week after, so we'll see.
You mentioned that Ponce fight. That made me go, ooh, that's a good fight. Ooh, awesome.
And I know I forgot about that fight because it's been postponed for so long, but that's gonna be
Yeah,
that's gonna be a fight of the year candidate.
for real, it's gonna be a freaking barn burner, man. It could, you could see both men going down multiple times in that fight, man. It'd be like a Baranchek versus Jose Zapata too. You know what I'm saying? With that fight, man, it's gonna be some fireworks, some atomic, nuclear, hydrogen bombs being thrown by each guy, man. And it's a pick'em fight. It's really a pick'em fight, man. It's a 50-50 fight in my perspective. The way I see it, either man can go down and be lights out. I don't think it's gonna go to full 12. I'll just say that.
I don't think so either. To me, it's gonna come down to how much punch they can take, because Sabir Batista is coming. He said the golden question: will Fulton come back? Man, that's a big question, bro. He said, "Don't Xander got to work on his defense?" Yeah, I think he do. I like Xander Zayas though. They building him the right way, but I think he got some stuff to work on. He coming back March the 18th. I think that's gonna be in Orlando. You may see Robisa Ramirez versus Isaac Dalbe for the vacant WBO. Ponce talking real. I haven't even heard nothing from Ponce. Shaki Foster left pro. No, he ain't leave Pro Bello. They made the fight. They made the fight with They ain't go no purse bid or anything. They made that fight because Ray Vargas came out the blue. It's supposed to have been Shaki Foster versus somebody else. I forgot who it was, but Ray Vargas is Mexican. He got the WBC title at featherweight. So he asked Mauricio, can he fight for the vacant 130 title? And he got granted that. So that's a good fight too. I just want to see if they're gonna put it on the Charlo undercard.
How you see Mel, Charlo, and Zoo playing out? I kind of got an idea, but I just want to hear what you got to say first.
I think it's gonna be like the bull and the matador. I think Mel gonna be on the back foot boxing and counter punching and walking Tim Tszyu into some shots. And if Tim Tszyu ain't fixing his defense, he gonna get caught with something nasty. But I believe once Charlo can start pushing Tim Tszyu back, I think it's over. I think he'll start beating him up or keep it in the center of the ring. I think he'll beat him up. But I think he's gonna be on the back foot boxing and seeing what he got. And if he gets stopped in those, like if he gets stuck in those corners, he may have maybe a problem because Tim Tszyu is a good pressure fighter, and we seen what happened when Charlo get on the back foot. Like Tony Harrison pressed him in that second fight, and he didn't really know what to do. It's just Tony Harrison like lost focus late in that fight. If Tony Harrison was on his shit mentally, he would have won that fight. I thought I had him up, even with the knockdown early in the fight. So. Yeah, I want to see. But the way he did with the pressure against Castano, it kind of let me know that he got that figured out now. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I feel, man, if Zoo, you're right, man. If Zoo start getting pressed backwards till he has to fight backwards, it's over. I don't think Zoo's a very good backwards fighter from what I've seen before. He doesn't like to fight backwards, man. Going on the back foot, Charlo's already mastered fighting on the back foot. For me, Charlo's got that under his belt. He could fight on the back foot. Is he the best fighting at the back foot? No, but he can when he wants to, and he could definitely rock Zoo. If Goucher rock Zoo going backwards, then Charlo could really damage Zoo, especially if Zoo doesn't see it. I think but you're right, man, with if Charlo lets himself get pressed in a corner and he's not answering back, he's Zoo's kind of like Gennady Golovkin, to where he's gonna keep you there and he's gonna mount something bad. You don't want to stay there too long because he's gonna rock your body, he's gonna rock you to the dome, your arms, gonna hurt your arms. Zoo's a real got real power, and he'll punch you in the arms everywhere, like his pops used to do. And Charlo definitely wants to go side to side, set up Zoo for something he doesn't see. If Zoo can see it, he can brace it. He's got a good beard on him. Charlo, we already seen he can get rocked. You know, he could take a good one, but you know, Zoo's a bigger guy than Castano. And Zoo's he can punch, he can crack. So it's gonna be I think it'll be a seesaw fight, but I think Charlo after round 6, 7, he's gonna pour it on. You know, he's gonna pour it on like we see him do, and I think he's gonna get Zoo out of there. You know,
Yeah,
he'll get Zoo out of
I got him stopping Zoo like in 9.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Some yeah. Between 9. I don't think it's gonna go to full 12, man. You know.
Yeah, I agree. He said how y'all see Harrison versus Fondora playing out. You want to go take that one?
I think Fondora's gonna just steamroll Harrison, man. If Harrison goes in there and tries to go head up with Fondora, he's gonna get steamrolled. Harrison has to fight on the back foot, has to make Fondora come at him. He's just got to be the back foot. You know, he's got to let Fondora, you know, be the bull, you know, be the matador, make Fondora miss and make him pay frequently, and don't get caught with shit. Don't get caught with nothing, man. Nothing. Wheel out. When in doubt, wheel out, man. You know, people gonna say that he's running, whatever. Box. And if Lubin can hurt Fondora, Harrison can hurt Fondora. I think if I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see Harrison get a little bit too cocky, like he has before, lose concentration, and that's when Fondora is gonna pour it on and catch him, you know, and rock him, and it's gonna be a night, you know. So Harrison has to be disciplined and be very educated with a jab, which we know he is, and be happy feet. You know, don't stand there too long. Wheel out, side to side movement, try to outbox, but at the same time, he's got to knock this kid out, man. Because if it goes all 12, even if he outboxes Fondora, they're gonna give it to Fondora. I'm just saying, they're gonna give it to Fondora. How you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I like that breakdown, bro. I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna get on that. He said, "What's Castano doing?" I heard Castano versus Lubin maybe next. That's what I heard. We'll see if that happens. And he said, "Do y'all see upset?" No, I don't see no upset. I don't see no upset. But no, the breakdown for this one, Harrison versus Fondora, man, it's one of those fights where Harrison gotta be sharp. He gotta be on his shit. I know he's a good boxer and good technician in the ring, but it's one of those things where he gotta be sharp and he can't get tired. Because once Fondora start off trying to boxing you on the outside at first, and then once he decide he want to get in the inside, it may be a problem for Harrison. And Harrison gonna have to throw more than, like, if he throwing 30 punches around, he got to up that up to about 50 just to keep Fondora occupied. And he got to be ready to counter in between those shots consistently. If he's not, and he's sitting on those ropes like he sometimes like to do, Fondora gonna stop him late. I'm telling you, Fondora has got a good chin. He's solid. He's better on the inside than Tony Harrison. He's better. He's bigger, and he's gonna be one. He gonna impose his size on Tony if Tony let him. So Tony got to be crafty with that shit. If he need to tie him up, spin him, box him. You know what I'm saying? Use his legs a little bit. He gonna have to. But if he stand on the ropes and trying to counter punch and stuff, it might be a problem, bro. Like, real talk. So I would take Fondora late, but I would love to see. I just like Tony as a fan. I don't know. I know I'm going back and forth and wishy-washy, but I think my pick would be Fondora late. I think Fondora got all the momentum right now. Even though Tony looked good in his last fight, he got to fight more of a perfect fight than what Fondora. Fondora can make mistakes and still stop you late. Fondora can be late. He can be down on the cards and still come back and stop you. Tony can't do that. Like you said, he may need a knockout more than Fondora. So I'll take Fondora late, but damn, I love Tony though. I like Tony.
Yeah, fight, man.
Everything has to be right and work for Harrison. Because we already see Fondora take some hellacious shots from a Lubin. Erickson Lubin is not no pushover. right? When Lubin hits you, it's gonna damage you. And he's taken some of the best shots from a puncher like Lubin. Lubin's a lot of times been compared to Errol Spence, but at 154, you know. And I mean they almost the same size, pretty much, right? LDUBB.
Yeah, no, they about the same size, about 5'9", 5'10". Southpaw, yeah.
Lubin is more of the puncher, right? He's more of the puncher, stronger puncher. He's got concussive punching power. So Fundora took some of the best shots and ended up dog walking Lubin. So Harrison can't be standing there too long, planting his feet, trying to outmuscle Fundora. Is not going to happen. Harrison's best bet is to be light on his feet, move around, jab, 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 educated with that jab, and catch Fundora with shit that he doesn't see, to where if he can hurt him enough, try to close the show, putting them together with some good, beautiful, strong combinations to where he's, either the corner saying, oh, wait, he's taking too much punishment, he can't defend himself, and they stop it, or the ref stops it. Or if he gets a knockout from something Fundora doesn't see, that's Harrison's best bet for victory.
Yeah. And that's a hell of a fight, man. He said who Matt Randolph gonna fight. I'm not sure. Just me doing my conspiracy shit. They'll probably wait to see what happened with this purse bid with MJ versus Topalis. If they win that, I can see Matt Randolph on that card. But you said a good name, Kurbanov. The WBA is allowing Russians back into their rankings coming up in their next ranking. So maybe Kurbanov versus Matt Randolph. That's a good fight. I'll take that one. He was like, they're not the same type of fighters, Lubin and Earl. Shit. I mean, I think Lubin is probably like more of a boxer than Earl is. Earl come get you, but Earl can't box.
I was talking about when they was beginning, a lot of people compared them. I didn't say that they was the same fighter. I was saying people comparing them because they're both southpaws, right? They're about the same size. It's just Lubin was a stronger puncher out of the two of them. They both started at light middleweight. You know what I'm saying? At 152, right? Or 155.
Yeah.
152. Yeah,
big shot.
Just Earl and competed at 147 in the pros.
Yeah. Big Shot versus FA. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, man. January 14th. How you like that fight? Big Shot Shaw versus FA Ajaba on Top Rank.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. That could be a banana peel for FA, man. He might get another loss, man. He might get another loss. I like that fight. That's a good fight, man. It should be entertaining. I don't think that goes the distance either. Somebody's gonna get knocked out, and I think more than likely it's gonna be FA Ajagba getting knocked out.
Yeah, he did get dropped in that fight against Frank Sanchez, right? Another boxer.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Big Shot wins by decision though, because I think he may be leery of the power, and he's gonna be using his legs and boxing. And I don't know if he's gonna sit down enough to try to get FA up out of there, even though FA is slow and stuff like that. And Big Shot, man, look, he fought. It's a reason why they keep bringing him back to Wilder camps, because he's doing real well in those camps. And basically, people be saying FA is similar to Wilder in some aspects. I know he's not. I know he got big power and stuff like that. So I think he'll perform well. And Stephen Shaw was 6'4", FA 6'5". I think it'll be a good fight. FA gonna be looking for the power. He got to set his jab up and stuff. But I think my man got better skills. Stephen Shaw got better skills. He's faster on his feet. Got faster hands. I think he'll run FA to some shots.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go with this, man, because I feel Shaw's faster than Martin. Not Martin. Frank Sanchez. You know what I mean? So I think he has more of a pro style that's fan friendly than Frank Sanchez, right? And him being in there with Wilder, he's definitely looking to close the shows in his fights coming up. You know, you got that hunger that you know that Wilder had in the beginning, and just trying to use his boxing skills, but blaze him out of there eventually. So I think he'll get Fa Jogba out of there, man. Mid rounds. I don't see it going to full 12. I don't know if, you know, for me, if it does go to full 12, then like El said, he's gonna be Shaw's decision. It's not gonna go to Jogba. That's for sure. He's gonna get out.
Man, that'd be a big statement if he went in there and got FA up out of there in like 6 rounds. That'd be crazy for him. And that'd be something to get his, he get a mandate to face Jared Big Baby Anderson now. You know what I'm saying? If he run through FA.
I'm
glad you mentioned it. I did.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
That's gonna happen.
Yeah. He said MJ recover already. Yeah, he's back in California training. They just waiting for the first bid. I thought FA was going to rep Nigeria. Let me see. The fact that Fulton and MJ haven't fought. Yeah, I still want to see that. Frank Sanchez fighting soon. I heard he versus Areola. He should. I mean, if you look at it, he'll probably be on Wilder's undercard. I think Wilder gonna face Ruiz coming up, maybe May, something like that, April or May. So it makes sense to put heavyweights on the card. I see him in the ring versus Ali Damarizian, though. I don't know about Areola. I see him in with Ali Damarizian because that Damarizian guy, he just beat Kanaki, and then he beat Gerald Washington. So he knocking off these PBC heavyweights and shit. So I can see that fight. And as far as the sanctioned body, they both top 10 in the WBO. So that's the fight I see.
I would like to see Frank Sanchez against Hergovic or the Italian guy. They always dress like the damn Roman centurion. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, he supposed to fight Stephen Shaw before Stephen Shaw took the FA fight.
Yeah.
Vito, what's his name?
Vito.
Vanello.
Yeah. That'd be a good fight, I think. Frank Sanchez versus either of them two. And then also, shoot, if freaking Fury not fighting, AJ, or AJ not, if that fight's not happening soon, Fury need to go ahead and fight that Chinese guy that lost against Hergovic, right? Because that guy got robbed, I think.
Oh, you talking about Zilly Zane? Yeah. Zane, he showed me a lot in that fight, man. Yeah, he did.
That was crazy. I didn't think he had it in him to outbox Hergovic, but he did. I thought he was just gonna go in there and try to steamroll him, but he definitely outboxed Hergovic, man. He was outboxing him and hurting him bad. He got robbed, man. I think he got robbed. That's my opinion.
Nah, yeah, facts. I can see. I think Fury and Usyk gonna happen. Actually, I think that's gonna be next. I think Joe Joyce. Now Joe Joyce may face Zane. I heard his name mentioned. But Joe Joyce supposed to come back in March, maybe on the undercard of Fury versus Usyk. Man, that'd be a hell of a fight, though. You know what I'm saying? Joyce versus Zane, both big punching, heavy-headed type of guys. Joe, they kind of slow, but still, it'd just be one of those fights that would go crazy, man.
That'll be Juggernaut, Gladiator or something, or Hulk, man. Them dudes is big, man.
He said, "What's good, Andre? Salute." He said, "Dub, man, talk to me, bro. Were you surprised Martin took Ali like that?" I was surprised. I was at that fight live, and when I seen the first 2 rounds, I was like, Martin ain't gonna win this fight. But I was surprised. But I don't know if you heard the back. They say he was struggling to make the weight, but I was surprised he dominated like that, though. I thought Martin could win the fight, and I thought it'd be more 50-50, but nah, he dominated. So. Yeah. Fury versus Usyk happening though nowhere at the venue. I think that fight is done. Either Middle East or UK. Probably I'm gonna say March the 11th because they pushing Haney and Lomachenko to May. You know what I'm saying? So that's a yeah. He says Zane going over to Frank Warren's side. I think he's a free agent though. I want to say that was his last fight on that matchroom deal. So hey, you gotta take the fight. I mean, this is the biggest momentum he has, and to go face the WBO interim champion and Joe Joyce. I mean, shit, you gotta take your opportunities because really we looking at him like he won that fight against Herkovic. So if he really won that fight, if it was on the win column on BoxRec, we would expect for him to face somebody like Joe Joyce next anyway. So hey, he put himself in a risky fight by having a performance like that. So. Hey, give it to him. Frank talking that Arab money. Hey, I like that fight. I think it'd be an old fashioned, you know what I'm saying, heavyweight boxing after dark type of fight with him and Joe Joyce. Two big guys slugging it out. You know what I'm saying? It said look like
Otto Wallin versus Frank Sanchez, man. Now, I think that'd be a good fight, man.
Oh, facts, yo. You know, Otto Wallin is coming back January the 20th on a Showbox undercard off TV, yo. That's crazy to me. But that is a good fight, though. I know he was in talks with. He trying to get the AJ fight. I talked to his promoter. They trying to get the AJ fight, but it look like they may not get it. AJ may face Dylan White or Jermaine Franklin. Those are two names I heard. And then Otto Wallin was in talks with Joe Joyce, but you know we don't know. But he's taking a fight off TV. That's crazy, bro. But the heavyweight division is back. Oh, go ahead, bro.
What's up with Butayev, man? I haven't heard him in a minute, man. Butayev.
Yeah, Butayev, man. Yeah, I got something on him. He said Frank Martin is ready for all the smoke. Let's get it. February the 11th on Showtime. That's Matisse versus Ponce. If he resigns. Okay, he talking about the AJ fight. I went to the fight, JoJo's fight, JoJo versus Williams Zepeda, and I seen his trainer. I asked him, I was like, when Butayev getting back? He said December. Now this was October. He said December. I know Butayev is in training camp, but I don't know who he fighting, yo. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't know. To be honest, maybe Magistry or something. I don't know. Both guys in WBA rankings. I can see him fighting him. But I knew he was coming back, and I knew he was offered the Boots fight too. But I don't know if he turned it down or whatever, and then makes sense for them. But yeah, he should be back on one of these cards, man. I won't be surprised to see him back with any of those guys. Go ahead, bro.
Because I was man, I wouldn't mind seeing Marku versus Butayev. I think that'd be a great fight.
You said you talking about Florian Marku?
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be a good fight, man. I like Butayev in that fight, but Marku come to fight, he gonna make that shit interesting.
Yeah,
man. Ooh, that's a good match. So hopefully Butayev get some smoke. I mean, even though he lost his thing, and he a dirty type of fighter, I still think he deserves another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He can do well against some of these guys. He said Magistry, Robin Katz. He said I'm going to have a headache watching Matisse fight. Man, Matisse, yo. Oh man, Matisse he's a dangerous fighter, man. Hopefully, but I think Ponce dangerous too. Like don't get twisted though. Ponce can fight, he can punch too. We just gotta see. And who gonna make an adjustment? Like Matisse is coming straight forward, trying to bang to the body. He don't got no head movement like that. So what Ponce gonna do? Ponce seems like he can be a better boxer. You know what I'm saying? He long and rangy, got a slender build. We gonna see. I like it though. That fight not going the distance. Nah.
Yeah, I was on that. fought, the Russian kid that died, what's the name? I forgot his name. Damn.
Dalashev, yeah.
Dalashev. I was there that night. That fight should have been stopped like the 7th round, man. To be honest, man, I was like, shit, man, they need to pull dude out, dude. 7th, 8th round, that shit should have been stopped right then and there, because he was taking crazy blows. I'm talking about, he was just withstanding that shit too. I'm like, damn, this kid ain't going down, but I could tell, like, from where I was sitting, I'm like, yo, he is out on his feet. He's just there on sheer willpower, standing up to Matias, and it's crazy, man. But yeah, man. Ponce, you're right, Andre. That I don't think that fight's gonna go the distance at all, man. I said it earlier. It ain't going the distance. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation though, for sure. But yeah, that fight gonna be crazy. Yeah, Waller, he's still with Salita. Yeah. You got anything on Cobra? Nah, I don't got nothing on him. I know he's supposed to face Frank Martin. He's number 8 in lightweight in the WBA ranking, so I don't know. He said Ponce was talking spicy. Man, I haven't seen not one interview from Ponce. But shit, that's what's up. Yeah, they do come to fight and they tough. Them guys is tough. And this another thing with Ponce. Ponce been keeping himself active. He had 2 fights this year I believe, and he had like he had an exhibition fight for his home crowd. You know what I'm saying? They was sending him off because he about to get the world title fight. Matisse only fought 1 time last year at the top of the year, and he supposed to have been in training camp. This is what they say. Some of his fans on Twitter say he been in training camp for 8 months and shit in the mountains of Mexico going crazy. So we'll see. But that's a long time to be in some training camp, bro, without no breaks. He said, what's your guess for Plant versus Benavidez date? I like March 18th. I like March 18th for them. Top Rank got a card that day. Supposed to be Robisi versus Dalbay, and then you're gonna have the Puerto Rican fighters, Xander Zayas on the card. I can see him doing it for that day. I know that's the start of the NCAA tournament, but shit, I'm gonna take Benavidez Plant over that any day. So I say March 18th. Yeah, he been out the ring for a long time. Yes, sir, bro. I'm about to close it down, man. I appreciate you coming through. Actual facts in the building, man. I appreciate you, bro. For sure.
Thanks for having me on, man.
No doubt, man. Anytime, man. I'm gonna go live like every day for like the next week or so around this time, and feel free to hop on anytime you want to, bro. It's all good.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna close it out. Salute to you.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Let me get some last comments, and I'm gonna be up out of here. He said, "Man, Robisi gonna style on." Yeah, I think so too. I think he can fight in the pocket now. He trying to put his power down on Dalbay. I think, and if he want to box, he can outbox Dalbay. Yeah, I like Robisi. He said Matisse, Thurman, Santa Cruz, Gary Russell, King Tug, one fight. Yeah, I mean that's just how it is. Yeah, man. Merry Christmas, bro. I appreciate you, bro. He said peace. So yeah, man. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Everybody came through on the panel. My man D-Lo came through for a minute, and then my man Actual Facts, man. Much love. You guys can follow me on my social media, Twitter @OverJ, Instagram LDUBBB. I'll be back tomorrow, same live. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Cover any topics, man, boxing wise. If you got anything you want to get off your chest, ask any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat or hop on yourself and ask the questions or whatever, or give your thoughts on the situation. It's all good. So salute to everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.